This is the kind of game where you might want a notebook, by the way. There are grander puzzles that go beyond the main game loop.
And request is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
What's the timely manner defined as? Do we know? This is one of the reasons why I was suggesting going over to 7 Days to Die, because then if I fuck up, I just die. I've got other people who can carry. Height. Corridor, sure, why not? Spare room, maybe? Yeah, spare room. Occasionally spare room can have shit in it, so why not? Key. Then right. Parlor? Parlor thing. All three statements are false. Two statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That one. But if the gems were in there, then this would be true. And this would be race. And race doesn't equal false. So, my brain reads a race statement as false because that's how I've been taught. The reason this is a race statement is because this one is false, this one is true, this one is true and false, which means this is a race. While it's true, it's false. While it's false, it's true. As a race statement, that becomes a false statement as well. Which means it should have gone to there. Fuck me. Do I hear about the chapel? So rather just grab the money from the pantry and move on. And we feed ourselves back the food that we had, and we leave. Fuck it. Oh, we can't do that one. We can't do that one. I guess we can do that one. Fuck it, breaker box it is. We would like to have something that wasn't complete and up the trash. We don't have a choice here. Rough. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage. Then, following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All living staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premise by Friday. Have to take the dex. We need that. We need that gem. Immediately spend the gem. Let's go straight for chapel. I don't think we're returning, so we'll go with chapel. Pay the 1 coin. Then you guys don't have your gems up here because we have mates chambers. Hey, we have an aquarium. Probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Alright. fuck? That's not gems. I was really looking forward to gems. Standard key will do. Motherfucker. Alright, so if we go this way, hang on, we're in here, so we should be able to grab Dom. The Potential Within by the editor Gems Strategies and Tips. Okay, cool. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore, but with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that should need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. I have had this happen way too many fucking times. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before collecting the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that serves me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I have a bit of a problem. Planning your layout. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting a straight line north and ignoring the unopened drawers they have left behind in the entrance hall in the rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft them from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister will be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage of significantly improving your chances of success. Other floor plan combos. A foyer drafted before a great hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Drafting a bunk room after nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2 separate bedroom triggers. You won't have to constantly backtrack to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. Two-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. Find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but they can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. Utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or power down other rooms you've drafted in the house. Garage powers garage door and grants West Park access. Dark room turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. Gymnasium turns lights off to prevent step loss. I didn't know about that. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Ebson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and the walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and the pump room all have uses for steam power. Speaking of pump room, this room controls water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. Okay. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make meals even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlour, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it, doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting a freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you are stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Even if you do not think the room seems very useful, they may hold useful clues and information that may help on your journey. With this volume, we provide our read with many potential strategies and tricks to try. We here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favourite room, each builder his own favourite tool, and thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever the strategy you employ, we wish you best of luck in drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Okay. Cool. Hang on. Pardon me. Well, I think we're done here. No. You'll use a standard key because the weight room has the... Yep, okay. Standard key. That's useless to us. Conference room. Well, The safe code is allegedly 9083, but that is written in red ink. Which means it may not be 9083, but we will try it nonetheless. 9083 is definitely a code somewhere. It just may not be the Nine zero eight. All right. That one, that one, and I believe. Oh, we don't in there. We'll get us some food. Main course is served in the dining room. Club sandwich for 8, tomato soup for 5 for every red room in your house. Okay, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, tomato soup seems pretty fucking good. Apparently we can check what's going to be dinner. Stuffed wild quail. You have a trophy room in your house. Fuck's sakes. This is not good. Oh, of course it's 7 locked doors. I should have gone for the random one. We're just not breaking out of that layer. Layer 7 is our hard stop. You cannot go any further line.